Hey everybody, welcome back to Steve's Garage. You know me, I'm Steve. Old Earl's on the job. Straighten up, Earl. We had a great Christmas holiday. I hope everybody had a good one out there. Another beautiful day here in Western Mass. It is currently raining. It's been raining for about a week now. So this episode, we're going to start building an ark. And we're hoping to have it done in the next 35 days because we got 40 days of rain coming. Anyway, you know that's not true. So New Year's weekend, right? Today's Friday, the 28th or 9th. It's the 29th, I think. We have New Year's Eve coming up Sunday night and New Year's Day on Monday. We start brand new 2024. Oh yeah, can't wait. So I've been doing some wiring during the holiday weekend here, or week I should say, and I actually have the motor so it turns over. I do have spark, so she will run, but I'm not going to put any gas in it just yet because I've got all my other tail lights, headlights, horn, blinkers, high beam, just a bunch of odds and ends stuff to do in wiring, and I don't want to put gas in it just to fire it up and then have the gas sit there. And we're in the middle of winter, although it's been warm. I'm probably not going to take this car out till it's sunny and warm outside. And that's not for a couple more months, a few more months, I should say. So anyway, let's take a look at what we're doing, what we've done, and I'll show you what we're going to do today. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. Thanks for all the great comments on my videos. And we're heading for 600 subscribers. Working on it. I don't know how we're going to get more subscribers, but we're working on it. So slow but sure. So anyway, without any further ado, let's go. So, as you can see, I've been wiring it. I've got my coil in, so I got a 12 volt coil. I told you that I put a 12 volt alternator in here. 12 volt coil. I've got my starter solenoid in there, some grounding. I've got a 125 amp fuse in line to the alternator there. We are putting a ballast resistor on this. I had my good friend Ed, shout out to Ed, you know who you are. I didn't have any spark. The way they showed me to wire it, it turned out that my ignition wire should have gone, one pole should have gone to the coil, and so we had no power to the coil. So it was a pretty simple fix, but sometimes two heads are better than one, and that's usually the truth. So let me show you. We do have the battery in. This is a battery off one of my farm tractors. And I brought it in, charged it up, and it's got plenty of life in it. And I've got this guillotine shutoff switch. These are great little cheap safety devices. So when you're not in the shop, you can have it off, completely no power to your thing here. And I'll show you if I can reach in here and hit the starter button. So there it is. Got spark, we could fire it up right now. But like I said, we are not going to fire it up because we have lots of wiring. We've got our blinker with a bunch of stuff going on here. And a lot going on. I do have a 12 fuse circuit, I should say 12 circuit harness here. And this is what I'm going to use for my lighting and all that. So I've got to take that apart, put it in place, and get it going. Now, today's project is I have these blinkers. They're red on one side and amber on the other. And I'm going to make a bracket today, and we're going to put mount these blinkers right under here, under the light. All right, so that's where they're going to go. I can't get my arm back far enough. Let's see if this might work. So they're going to be mounted underneath here, and there'll be one on each side, and those will be my blinkers. So let's get set up, and we'll show you what we're going to do for that. I got stuff falling all over the place. My dash, I don't know if I showed you that, but the dash, we've got lights, key. I've got a voltmeter coming. I have an amp meter on there, but that was for nothing. And a push button over here. And here's my standard blinker setup. These are emergency flashes here. And that's about it. So that is where we're at. So let's get set up and show you what we're going to do over here. So I need to make a bracket for those lights. So I've got this steel here. We're like 1.5 inches wide. These are 2 1/4 inches long. I'm going to do a 1/2 inch hole here, 1/2 inch hole here, and then we'll cut it, we'll round them, and then with the 2 holes, one hole will go up under the light here, and then that other hole, the round light will bolt in the front here. So let's get it going. All right, with the magic of camera, we're set up. I'm starting first with drilling a smaller hole, then we'll go to the bigger hole. I'm trying to do a 1/2 inch. It's just easier to go through a pilot hole than from nothing. I've also got my metal clamped in a vise here, and a lot safer than trying to hold it by hand or whatever. And of course, let the drill do the work. Don't force it. If it's smoking, going too hard. I just got even pressure on it. Letting the drill cut the metal. All right, now I've got my 1/2 inch bit. I'm going to take a minute, shut the camera down, put it in. Okay, got our 1/2 inch bit in. You see wood coming out, I got a wood backer under it so it doesn't slide down. Okay. And there it is. It is all nice and drilled out. Looking pretty nice. Okay, we're going to get reset up here. All right, so I've got it clamped onto the bench over here, and I want to mark, so in these kind, it almost will look like a chain link, you know what I mean? A motorcycle chain or a bicycle chain. So simple, instead of dragging out, compasses and all that kind of crazy stuff, I just kind of always go for the closest thing at hand, and this is it. As simple as that. You marked out, done. A lot of stuff, when you're building stuff like this, you do a lot of eye work, you know what I mean? Because there's no part for it. We're making the part, so there's no rules. So do what you want. Do what you want. So put that back, put this down, put your gloves on, because that's what can happen when you're grinding. You don't want that to be your skin, because you know where you wind up. You'll spend New Year's Eve in the hospital, and they don't serve champagne there. Maybe they do, but we never see it. Here we go. Tighten that up a little bit. Just clean that up on the grinder. Pardon my mess, but hey, that's what it always looks like. Put everything away. I'm going to drag it out in a half hour anyway. Where the hell did it go? Where'd it go? Somebody tell me. There it is. All right. One down, one to go. Trying to get a good angle of this. Come on now. Perfect. Well, there it is in rough form. And I'll go clean those up in the grinder and we'll install the lights. All right, so here they are, and that was real time. You saw me make all that. It was only a few minutes, and of course I will refine them more. They'll be sanded and cleaned up, and I'll shape them just a little better. And but we're pretty darn close. We're like 95%, I'd say. And then they had to be sanded down, primed, and painted. So let me show you what I aim to do here. There's that. Get over into the camera zone here. The lock washer down. Put the nut on. So amber forward. This will go back at a 90. Approximately. So there's that on there. Amber forward. And then we'll take a nut. So this is all just finger tightened. The wires I'll run up into here. And this, well, I've got to renovate this whole thing to a 12 volt. And I've got halogen replacements over on the other bench. So there's one. Let me get the other one on. We'll have a look at it. It's another beautiful day. So we've complained before that YouTube doesn't let us put music on. I guess you can get some kind of canned music that they sell or something, but I haven't gotten that far, so my apologies. From the 70s, we're all cave people from the 70s. I'm learning though, I'm doing pretty good. My skills are getting better. Remembering to turn the camera back on, I think. Let's double check. Yes, camera is running. I've had problems in the past where I might have hit it with my finger or something and turned the camera on, and then I go and when I think I'm not filming, I turn it off. And I'm supposed to be filming, so it's a learning curve, like everything. So there's this one. This is just another example that, you know, when you're making a car from scratch, you know, custom car, that all these cool little parts have to be made, and then you figure it out as you go. You're like, well, how am I going to get headlight or blinkers on there? Then you have to go scour the internet looking for the right part. Then when you're looking at that part on the computer, you have to imagine, well, how am I going to make that work with what I'm doing? So it's a lot to figure out. Comes in handy to be a little crazy. That always works. Think out of the box. Nothing is, all this stuff's being made from scratch, so it's all your idea. So again, I'm just hand tightening all this stuff. I'm not going to pull wrenches out to suck this all down. I'm going to take it apart anyway. So there it is. So for demonstration purposes, there's the headlights and the blinkers. I think that's pretty cool myself, but we got to have them. We're in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, they make you have blinkers and all that good stuff. All safety equipment got to be on there. And then from the other side, they'll blink red so I can look over the edge here and say, yep, they're blinking. And we know we're in good shape. So, pretty cool. Anyway, wiring motor is running and has sparks. So we can fire it up and drive it away right now if we want. But we're not going to. We got a lot of work to do right there. The old wiring harness. So, again, it's a 12 circuit. I'm probably going to use 4 of them. But it is what it is. So, that is where we're at. And so thanks for coming back, guys. Another half-hour video. We did that in real time. It was a half an hour. I shut the camera down maybe for 5 minutes when I was changing blades or changing drill bits, you know, the other blade. And we made brackets. We got them on. This will be cleaned up, painted, and that's it. So we're on to wiring. I've got halogen 12-volt lights going in to upgrade those headlights because they're a 6-volt light. And the whole car's been upgraded to 12-volt. And again, we're fired and running, so couldn't be more excited. It's not going to be long now. I've already picked out my carpet color. I've got to get some interior vinyl. I've got my seats already. And we'll be running for spring. So hey, Happy New Year. Have a good one. And we will see you next year, 2024. It's going to be a good one.